what makes the poison apple essentially a structural element and not merely a conflict beat that could or could not appear across a number of stories?
Well, like anything, it doesn't have to appear. It doesn't have to appear. If the archetypally speaking, if the Minotaur has failed to convince or coerce the heroine into captivity, the poisoned apple is the logical step an ego, narcissist, animal, savage would try. An unequal attack, an attack of deception in an effort to reconvince the heroine. So archetypally speaking, the way stories and villains have handled it is through this archetypal pattern, which I'm just saying is the poisoned apple. Like this set of events, this set of, like I said, it's internal. It's delivered by the masked Minotaur. It's an attack of deception and premeditated. It alters the state of the heroine or disorients, knocks her out, unconscious. So all of these things are common. You, as a storyteller, can dress that up however you want. Like I said, a face hugger meets a lot of the same definition as a red apple. Doesn't sound like it, but when you break it down archetypally, they share a lot of things. So a syringe, like we were saying with Princess Leia or Sarah Connor, like that's a poisoned apple. You can knock her out. What was the, like, there's so many. Maleficent drinks that orange poison that the guy puts in there to knock her out when she falls asleep and he cuts off her wings. But yeah, it could take on a whole bunch of different forms. It doesn't have to be. You can have the Minotaur come in and just take her, throw her over her shoulder and leave if he wants. Some stories, especially literature, don't feature a distinct masked Minotaur. It's all the heroine versus her native culture. So it might be different. It's really determined by you, the writer, and also your characters and the nature of the world that they're in. So I think that the way the story progresses determines whether or not that's going to be there. I'm just suggesting, as a writer to writer, consider a poisoned apple that follows those. If you're at that stage of the story and the Minotaur's frustrated or the villain's frustrated, maybe the poisoned apple is the archetypal theme you can put into your story, and it might work really, really good because it hits those beats, and people around the world will read it and understand what's going on, and they'll respond to it.
It makes me wonder. So this would be a deeper reason why in Empire Strikes Back, when Darth Vader wants information out of Han Solo, it's physical torture.
Yeah.
When he wants information out of Princess Leia, it's an injection.
Well, he's trying to extract something from Princess Leia. That's the difference. Remember, I said
an extraction.
Extraction. Remember, he said they never even asked me any questions.
You're right. You're right.
So he's not after the sacred fire of Han Solo. He's literally just torture porning him. He's just hurting him to get Luke to come out. But with Leia, he's injecting her because he's trying to extract the location of the rebel base. That's her sacred fire. The rebellion is her cause. That's what she cares about. That's what Han Solo ends up he ends up becoming her heroic partner. So that extraction is the other thing. The Minotaur wants something from the heroine in that possessorship. He wants something. It could be her beauty. It could be her hand in marriage. It could be the location of a rebel base. It could be the wings of Maleficent, like we just said. The masked Minotaur wants something from the heroine, and the poisoned apple is one way to get access to it again. Mother Gothel makes her give her that, that captivity bargain early on when she's like, the Mother Knows Best song. I don't know if you've seen Tangled. It's a great song.
I have not seen Tangled, no.
It's hysterical. But that's the captivity bargain because she wants access to Rapunzel's magic hair, which restores youth, in perpetuity. That's the sacred fire for Rapunzel.
But I had been using the term masculine and feminine, but I had definitely been contrasting that with male or female, because the male embodied or the female embodied could go on either one. So, like, for instance, James is saying here, the Hunchback of Notre Dame seems to be the heroine's labyrinth. Mulan as a soldier might be the hero's journey. Like, to me, even though but do I need to adjust? You were recommending then warrior instead of masculine, because
warrior-oriented journey, yes.
And what would you call this? Because you do have the word
with that from
feminine.
I've wrestled with it because I would love to have a neat word like warrior.
Yeah, I
thought of like the homesteader, whoever stays behind. I don't really know if there's a perfect word. I really do like the heroine and I'm just naming it after the heroine because her stories showed me this. Like studying heroines is where I found this. So I'm naming it after the heroine. However, it's really a member of the native culture. You can almost say the non-warrior's journey, the non-warrior oriented journey. He or she who stays behind. is going to run into a certain type of problem that's very different from the warrior who leaves to go protect it. And heroines are I think, a great stand-in for who stays behind in a lot of stories, and it shapes the nature of their conflict.